everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to my Summerween reading vlog. So excited for this readathon. I'm so happy that Gabby and Olivia put it together because I'm so ready for spooky season. I'm so ready for Halloween, and I felt like this would be a great distraction right now because I'm just still, you know, a little bummed out about my knee because I can't do a whole lot. But it's definitely feeling a lot better. All I really gotta do is some physical therapy, so I will be doing that at home while I'm reading some books. I'm so excited to do this like readathon. Last night I wanted to stay up till midnight and start my first book, but I was just way too tired, so I wasn't able to stay up. But Robin did wake up at like 5 a.m. this morning, so I was able to get some reading in. So I ended up picking up my first book for the readathon, and that's A Cosmology of Monsters. This is my supernatural paranormal book pick. I am already like 85 pages in, so that's really exciting. I got quite a bit read this morning, that's pretty good for me. I'm not the fastest reader, as you already probably know, but so from what I understand, this story is about a family who see monsters. Other than that, I don't know a whole lot. I know that a few of my very trusted friends on BookTube and Bookstagram have all rated this very highly. So I'm expecting good things from this. I was very excited to get this copy. I had ordered it. I pre-ordered it months ago, but I've heard really great things. It's blurbed by Stephen King. It just says, I loved it and I think you will too. It's also blurbed by Jennifer McMahon, who is the author of The Winter People, which I read back in January, and I loved that. So that was really cool to see that she had blurbed it as well. I know that there are a lot, and I'm getting that now just 80 pages in, that there are a lot of H.P. Lovecraft references and like kind of odes to his works. And I'm not familiar with Lovecraft at all. I actually have some of his works, but I haven't read any of them. I'm still really, really loving it so far. A lot of the beginning was just the parents meeting each other and falling in love, and I just thought that was really, really cute. I flew through those pages. I love the way that it's written. So I'm finding it super easy to read, even though the text is kind of small in this edition. So I was a little worried about that, like just the size of it. I was a little nervous about choosing it for a readathon because I didn't realize how small the text was, but I'm flying through it pretty quickly, I feel like, for me. So we're following this family, and the father just like becomes obsessed with trying to build a haunted house. It's totally perfect for Summerween. Other than that, I don't really know much else of what's gonna happen. So I'm really excited to get to know these characters some more. I'm already feeling like very invested in the mom and dad, both Harry and Margaret. So I don't know, I'm excited to see like where this goes. Hello, good morning. It is day 2 of Summerween. It is Tuesday morning, and I wanted to update you guys how far I got. I'm now on page 227, so I did make quite a bit of progress. I read quite a bit last night in bed. The rest of the day, I really, like, after I updated last, I really only got like 50 or so pages read. So I was busy playing with Robin, but yeah, I'm now on 227, which puts me about 50 pages from part 5, which is where I want to get to right now if I can. We just got up, so Robin's watching like cartoons, so that way I can have my coffee and read for a little bit. but I'm still really liking the story. I think I'm currently in part 4, and I think this is probably the slowest part. Everything else up until this point I have like flown through. I've been really into, but part 4 for some reason just feels like it's dragging a little bit. But other than that, I'm really interested in the story. The story's being told by the youngest son in the family, and for some weird reason, everyone in the family can see this like weird dog-like creature with its orange eyes, and so it's very interesting. Right now they are putting together the haunted house again, so this like pretty much follows them like year by year of them putting together this haunted house and other things that go on within the family. So far it definitely hasn't been scary. They only categorized as horror, so I'm excited to see where it's gonna go from here. I'm less than 200 pages from finishing the book, so I would really like to finish the book today because I did fly through it pretty good yesterday. So I feel like the second half I could definitely end up finishing. I also started The Good House by Tananarive Due. I started that on audiobook yesterday while I was like picking up and cleaning around the house. So I'm only like maybe 2.5 hours in. So far I'm enjoying that. That one's quite long. I listened to it at 2 times speed, so shouldn't take me too long to get through it. Although I've had to like go back and re-listen to certain parts because I'm just terrible with audiobooks and like staying focused. That one is about this woman. We are following Angela, who has inherited this house from her aunt, and her aunt used to be like this sort of like healer in the town, and I don't really know where it's gonna go from there. There's obviously some like type of entities in the house or something like that, but no evidence of that has like came up just yet. So far I'm really enjoying it. Already some things happening that I was just not expecting, so I'm really curious to see where this one's going to go and how spooky it's going to be, but so far really enjoying Summerween. Hello. So it's a little bit later. We've had breakfast and Robin's just kind of been playing around. I am feeding her right now because I'm going to take her to daycare for a little bit so she can socialize and just kind of run out some of her energy. I can't chase her around as much around here, so it definitely helps being able to take her to daycare for just like a couple of hours at least. So I didn't end up getting to part 5, but I'm still making good progress, and I'm still enjoying the story. I definitely do think this is part 4 is like the slowest part so far, and I'm definitely very curious about this like monster creature thing and just his intentions and like his purpose of being there, and like why the family can see him. And the youngest son, at this point in the book now, he's 16, and he is pretty close to this monster, and he calls him my friend. There's like children going missing in the town, which is really interesting. And I don't know if like this monster has anything to do with it or not. It's just something that's going on. And I don't know, I guess we'll see where it ends up going. Like I said before, it's not really striking me as like a horror book quite yet. But there's still 200 more pages to go, or just under 200 pages to go. So I guess we'll see. After I drop Robin off, I'm going to just go shop around with a friend of mine. She wants to go shopping, so I told her I would tag along because I haven't been out of the house in a really long time. Ever since I got hurt, I haven't really been anywhere. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go shop around for a little bit, come back and get some reading in before I have to pick Robin up. And then pretty much it'll be getting ready for dinner time and all that jazz. Hey everyone. So right now I'm sitting outside of Joann Fabrics because my friend wanted to go shop around, and I figured I'd tag along because I haven't gone outside the house in a while. But you know, I just wanted to go in and peek and see if there were any like Halloween decorations yet. But there aren't. Ugh, it sucks. I'm assuming they're waiting till September, but we're ready for spooky season, so I don't know. Just gonna sit here, hang out, read some more of my book. I'm not very much into it compared to the last time, but no Halloween stuff, so I'm kind of bummed about that, but it is what it is. I guess I'll have to wait till September. It'll give me something to do next week, I guess. Hey, look at me actually updating you guys at night. So it is almost 9 o'clock, so we're getting ready to go to bed, but I wanted to update you guys and let you know how far I've gotten. I am now on page 295, which leaves another 130 or so pages before I finish this. So my plan is to finish it tonight in bed. I didn't get a whole lot read today. I just couldn't really find time to sit down and read this, but I did. I mean, I got a good chunk still, more like 70 pages or whatever read today. But I did listen to quite a bit of The Good House by Tananarive Due on audiobook. So I think on chapter 7. And there's like 37 chapters, but my plan is just to listen to that little by little throughout the week and then hopefully finish it by the end of the week. I'm really enjoying that. That one's definitely a lot more on the horror side. I can already tell that it might get pretty gruesome, and I'm really excited for it. It's a pretty long book. Even at 2 times speed, I feel like it'll be a while before I finish that one. But there's just a lot going into it. We're following Angela, who has inherited this house. She throws like a party, and something happens during this party which causes her to leave town, and a few years later she decides to come back to the house, and she's deciding whether or not she wants to sell the place. It's pretty interesting so far, and I'm really excited to see what kind of stuff happens within this house. I'm hoping some ooky, spooky, scary stuff starts to happen pretty soon. As far as a cosmology of monsters, it's definitely, for me, it's leaning more on the like magical realism, like fantasy side. It's not so much of a horror, I guess. And you know, I still have another 130 pages. I'm still very much enjoying it. I really like the way that it's written, and it's definitely not like horror leaning like I thought it was going to be, but I don't mind that at all. Like, I'm still enjoying the story very much, and really enjoying these characters. It's definitely a very character-driven story. The only character that I'm just not really fond of is the mom, and I know that in the beginning I was like very much into her character, And as we're progressing through the story and getting further into it, she's kind of showing up less and less, but she's just don't really like her that much. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm 60 pages from part 6, so I'd really like to get to part 6 at least. I mean, if I can finish it tonight, that would be freaking awesome. Hope I can get pretty close, or at least finish this book tonight, because I'd really like to pick up my other books for the readathon. I really want to try my best to get through this TBR. So I'll update you guys in the morning, let you know how much I've read. Hello, good morning. It is now a Wednesday morning, and Robin is down for her first nap, so I figured I would go ahead and update you guys. I did finish A Cosmology of Monsters this morning. I wasn't able to finish it last night. I was just way too tired, and Robin didn't really want to go to sleep. She was having a hard time getting to sleep last night. I don't know if it's teething related or whatever, but she was up pretty late. So I wasn't able to stay up that late and finish it, but I did finish it this morning, and I really enjoyed it. I started to tear up at the very end. I just felt so connected to all these like characters. I don't really feel that it's horror leaning, I guess. Like, now having read it, like, I feel like there's like little bits of horror mixed in, but I feel like you definitely, if you consider reading it, I wouldn't go in expecting a horror book. It's definitely more like fantasy leaning for me, and then you know, it's just basically a story about this family. It's a very weird book, but I really liked it. So I don't know where I'll end up rating it, probably somewhere around a 4-star, but I just loved it. I loved the writing. I feel like I wish I would have like tabbed up some of the passages in here, because there were some really beautifully written passages, and I don't know, I'd probably reread it at some point so I can tab it. I was just so immersed in the story and like just hooked from the beginning that I didn't really want to put it down and like run and get my tabs, so I just never tabbed it. But I really enjoyed it. I had such a good time reading it. There were some little slow sections, but other than that, like, I don't have too much bad to say about it. I really liked it. So I was trying to decide which book I wanted to pick up next. I have both Mexican Gothic and The Shadows, so I was either gonna pick up one of these two. And I decided to read the synopsis just to see like which one stuck out to me more, and I think I'm going to read The Shadows by Alex North. This sounds really good. From what I understand, it's about this man who, when he was younger, one of his friends murdered his other friend, and it happened years and years ago, and the friend disappeared after he had murdered the other friend, and now he's going back to his hometown because his mother is very ill, and I don't know what's gonna happen from here. I guess there's like a copycat killer of some sort. I don't know. It sounds a lot like The Whisper Man. I don't know. I never did read The Whisper Man, so I don't know how similar it is to that, but I do believe that had a lot to do with a copycat killer, or something of the sort. I'm not entirely sure, but The Shadows sounds really good, and I think I'm going to read that right now while Robin is sleeping. I have a few things I have to do today. I really need to go to the store because Robin's first birthday is on Saturday, and I really wanted to get some cake mix because I do have to take Robin to daycare tomorrow because I have a live show, and like I said before, I just like to get her out to socialize a little bit because I am kind of laid up and I can't do a whole lot with her. But I wanted to make some cupcakes for the other kids at daycare, and yeah, so I wanted to go to the store, buy the stuff for that, and I don't know, a few things just for the weekend for Robin's birthday. We're not throwing a party or anything because of COVID, so we're just gonna have some cake and then a couple of people here. So that's about it. Yeah, I'm excited to get into this book, so I'm gonna make a snack, start reading this, and wait for Robin to wake up so that we can head out and get some things done. That way I can come back and read some more. So we just got back from the store. Robin just had her favorite little snack of Cheerios, strawberries, and blueberries. So she's pretty content right now. And while she's hanging out in there, I'm gonna go ahead and make some cupcakes for daycare for tomorrow while I do the live show. So I just got this box funfetti. I mean, who doesn't love funfetti? And yeah, I'm gonna make some cupcakes so she can, you know, have some cupcakes with her friends tomorrow for her birthday. Can't believe my baby's gonna be 1. Hello, it is now Thursday and it's like 3:30, so I didn't update you guys this morning because I really didn't read very much last night. Robin was having a really hard time sleeping, and she has the last like 3 nights. I don't know what's going on with her, but I don't know if it's like teething related, but she's just not settling down at night, and she's like finally like asleep, but like around like 11 or 12. So it's been kind of rough to like actually want to stay up and read because that's pretty late. So I did stay up and read like a little bit, but it was probably only like 20 pages or so. So this morning I got a good chunk read before I took her to daycare. She's at daycare right now having her little like birthday party celebration thing. The sitter just sent me like this cute little picture of her with her cupcake. It's so stinking cute. And I'm getting ready for the Follow Me to Ground live show right now for the Stacks of Strange book club that I've kind of put together. It's just where we read like weird books each month, and this month we read Follow Me to Ground, and we're going to be talking about it. So I'm really excited for the live show. It's been about a month since I've been on a live show. The last one I was on was Crystal's. It was on her channel for Survivor Song for Horror in 24. So I'm really excited to be on another live show and to get to talk with all these ladies about this book. It's really, really weird, and I'm not even sure what I'm going to say about it, to be honest. So it should be a very interesting discussion. Aside from that, Summerween. I am 100 pages into The Shadows by Alex North, and I'm definitely enjoying it. The chapters are pretty short, which I love when it comes to like mystery thrillers and horror, because I tend to read a lot faster when they have shorter chapters. I'm just more motivated to read the book, and it just feels like it goes by a lot quicker. Even though it's taking me a little bit, I just haven't had time to sit down and read really today. So I am very much enjoying it. It has a lot to do with like lucid dreaming and stuff like that, which I find really, really interesting. Each chapter we are following two perspectives. We are following Paul, who is the man now, who when he was younger, his friend murdered his other friend in some type of like weird ritualistic like type murder. And the other alternate chapters, we are following Amanda, who is a detective investigating a ritualistic murder that is very similar to the murder that had happened previously. I'm really, really enjoying it. Feel like I could at least get another 100 pages read by the end of the night. And then that would put me pretty close to the end. You know, I'm just terrible at readathons, and I'm just not a very fast reader, so I'm trying my best. I am like 19 chapters into The Good House by Tananarive Due, which I'm still really, really enjoying. This one has a lot to do with like demonic possession and like voodoo type rituals and things like that. So I'm really, really enjoying that aspect of it. We are just kind of getting all kinds of perspectives throughout this. Our main perspective is Angela, the one who inherited the house from her aunt. But we are also getting like lots of other perspectives in the past. We're getting perspective of her son and her son's father, perspectives of people in the town. This definitely focuses a lot on this town as a whole. And I'm finding that very, very interesting. We're just taking deeper dives into these characters to get to know them a lot more. I'm appreciating it, and I'm enjoying everything I'm listening to while I'm just doing stuff around the house and everything. I feel like I'm getting through it pretty quickly considering how long it is. I think there's like 37 chapters or something. It's a pretty long audiobook, but like I said, I'm very much enjoying it. So I'm having a great Summerween so far. But yeah, I'm about to hop on the live show right now. I'm very, very excited to talk to everybody about Follow Me to Ground. And hopefully when we wrap this up, I'll get a little bit of time to read some more of The Shadows or even listen to my audiobook, because I'm just going back and forth between the two. And yeah, like, I mean, if I get those two done, that'll be 3 books down for Summerween. And I'd say that's pretty successful for me, because I don't do well with week-long readathons, but so far I'm doing pretty good. Good morning. It is now Sunday, the last day of Summerween, and I really didn't update the last couple of days because I really didn't read a whole lot. I was busy with Robin's birthday. She didn't really have like a party or anything, but my sister did come and my brother came and Brandon's parents, so we just had some cake and some gifts, and just had a good time. But I just didn't really read very much because I was visiting with my sister. But I'm now 60 pages from finishing The Shadows, and holy cow, I just got to a part that just like blew my mind. Like, I did not see that coming. Holy crap. The only thing I'm not really liking is I'm not a huge fan of like Amanda's perspective. Those to me seem kind of like bland, but I'm really enjoying Paul's perspective, all the flashbacks and stuff. And yeah, I'm just like blown away by this reveal. So I'm really excited to finish the rest of the book and read the last 60 pages. But I'm gonna take a shower and stuff and then perhaps finish this. I definitely won't have time today to pick up like Mexican Gothic. I have, what's left on my TBR is Stirring the Sheets by Chad Lutzke. I can't remember how to pronounce his last name. But I have that one. It's 130 pages. It's a really short novella, but that was like my book to read in the dark. So I'm hoping to read that tonight. Maybe I could just like stay up late and finish it. But I was thinking also for the haunted house prompt, I could read The House on Abigail Lane by Keelan Patrick Burke. I think that one's only like 70 pages. So if I finish this in a good amount of time and I have some time to read that, maybe I could read that and finish it so that I have that prompt done. We'll see. It is the last day, so it's kind of crunch time for me now since I didn't really read that much the last couple of days. But yeah, I'm gonna go jump in the shower and then hopefully I get a little bit more reading time in today. Also, I need to finish the audiobook to The Good House. Almost forgot all about that right now. Still very much enjoying it. But yeah, I still have quite a bit left in that one. It's a pretty long audiobook, but maybe while I'm getting ready and stuff, I can listen to that. I just got out of the shower. Robin was napping. She just woke up. So she's having some lunch. And I'm getting ready for the day. Back again, it's later in the evening. I did finish The Shadows and I actually started The House on Abigail Lane. So I'm about halfway through that, so I should have it finished by the end of the day. But I'll update you guys on my feelings about those in a bit. We're actually gonna go on a little Jeep ride right now. Brandon wanted to show me some cool little spots, so we're taking Robin. We just fed her dinner and we're just gonna take a nice little evening ride. Hello everyone. So Summerween is officially over. I can't believe it. It was so much fun. I had such a good time. Even though I only finished 3 books, it was still a lot of fun and I enjoyed everything I read. So I wanted to let you guys know my thoughts on my last 2 books while I do my hair, because Robin's taking her first nap and I really want to film a video. So I finished The Shadows. Absolutely loved it. I loved the short chapters. I loved Paul's perspective, a lot of the flashbacks. His friend Charlie was super creepy. Great plot twist, like before the end. The very end, so. I do think it could have been explained a little more at the end. I just had a hard time believing the way that it all kind of wrapped up. It was okay. Didn't completely work for me, but I'd still be willing to give this one like 4 stars. It was still a lot of fun, super fast to read, and yeah, I just like the whole dream, like lucid dreaming aspect of it. That was just really cool and original to me. So ever since reading this, I'm now like super interested in The Whisper Man. So I don't know if it's gonna be as good as this one. I want to say people like this one better, but I still want to read The Whisper Man now because I really liked his writing. I also finished The House on Abigail Lane, which I absolutely loved as well. I feel like Keelan Patrick Burke just did such a great job of creating like a totally unique type of house, like with its like weird goings on. It's like not technically haunted. It's like it's definitely a very like unique idea. And he brings that like a lot of like really important and tough topics into the stories. And I just loved that. Like he covers racism and PTSD in such a short amount of time, but it just feels right for the book, I guess. I don't know how you like can tie that in to like a mysterious house book, but it just worked. The way that he did it, it just worked. I just loved it. I thought it was really cool. And so each chapter is kind of just delving into a different story, a different time period, a different occurrence, and it's just great. I thought it was a lot of fun. Definitely unlike anything that I've read before, but Keelan Patrick Burke is just such a fantastic writer. That's why like I definitely would love to plan some type of like reading vlog for his works at some point, probably this month, because why not? Like I don't have anything else going on in September. I'm not supposed to go back to work until like the 18th or something, so I could have some extra time to do that, and why not? His books are always great. Every single one of them I've absolutely loved. I think every single one of his books I've rated like 4 stars. So I would love to read more of his stuff. And just let me know down below if you guys would be interested in seeing something like that. But other than that, I really enjoyed my Summerween. I hope that you guys did too. I'm sorry this video is going up a little later than I would like. But you know, it is what it is, and it's up now. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed my vlog. I definitely want to vlog more. I feel like I could maybe just get better at vlogging the more that I do it. I mean, practice makes perfect, right? And I don't feel like super confident in my vlogging abilities, but I do think that I'm learning new things all the time, and it's a lot of fun for me. This one's probably gonna be a pretty long one since it's a full week long, but hope that you guys like this vlog. Like and comment down below. Let me know how your Summerween went, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!